All right. Would you rather fight a shark with bear arms, like your arms are bears, like a bear's arms, or fight a
Well,
bear with shark arms?
no,
They
no,
are.
hold on a second. Hold on a second. I think we're thinking of this wrong. If you don't have the bare arms, the shark has the bare arms.
Oh. Yeah, the bear will have normal feet and the shark will still have
So,
gills.
like, the animal has the other animal's arms. I would definitely fight the shark because the most threatening thing about a shark is how fast it is. With bare arms in the water, he's not going to swim very fast at
Okay,
all.
well, think about it this way. Fight a bear with shark arms, right? Like, imagine, because a bear is still on the land even with the shark arms, it won't be able to run. It would be useless. Because bears run on four paws. They can stand up, but they don't necessarily walk on two legs. They walk on four. So they would not be able to do anything.
Huh.
You just have to stay away from it. Compared to a shark with bare arms, I feel like it'd still be able to swim significantly well. And even if it couldn't swim that fast, humans can't swim that fast compared to a shark. So I feel like fighting a bear with shark arms would be better.
I just think it would be a little bit too awkward for the shark with bare arms to actually be able to do anything. I guess can bears even like move? But like also, it's not like you're running from the bear. Like my thing is that with the bear with the bear with shark arms, yeah, you could definitely outrun it and maybe like survive it pretty easily. But the problem is you have to go up to it and fight it.
I would still rather fight the bear because I feel like in a natural situation, a human is better
Like
off on land than in water.
sharks are still going to be able to bite you
Yeah.
without their arms. The bears could maybe just like kick you. Hmm.
What? Look at the comment.
Okay. You're This is a dumbass. You answered it incorrectly though.
A shark with bear. Wait, go back. A shark with bear arms could claw and bite you. A bear with shark arms would flail around trying to bite you and not be able to, hence, not being able to bite you with only two legs working. Yeah, see, that's what I said. I feel like the bear with shark arms would just get wrecked.
Attacked by 50 duck-sized horses or one horse-sized dog. I would definitely go for the duck-sized horses. Um, because it's a lot easier to defeat a lot of small things than one large thing.
I would rather be
Um,
attacked by one horse-sized duck because if you like 50 duck-sized horses, horses kick pretty strong. And even if they were smaller, I feel like the question is assuming that they still have that destructive force.
okay, well they're not gonna have it though because they're gonna have smaller like hind legs. You're being attacked like on a normal day. You don't have anything with you that can be used to fight duck-sized horses or horse-sized ducks. All you have is your fist. I definitely think it would be easier to beat the duck-sized horses because like you can at least deal damage to them.
If you fight 50 duck-sized horses, they can still run pretty fast because they're horses even if they're small. A horse-sized duck by definition would not be able to fly.
It's still gonna take a lot more hits than the horses.
But you don't
Like,
have to attack it back. You're getting attacked by it. You can run. So a horse-sized
oh,
duck, you'd easily be able to run away from compared to the horses that would just destroy you. 50 of them would be way harder to escape than one of the ducks who can't
I would
fly.
argue that it's a lot easier to beat the duck-sized horses. But if you're assuming a possibility of just getting the fuck out, then the
Yeah.
horse-sized duck is the better option. Have a drunk personal driver or having a thieving maid.
I wouldn't want either.
I would have the drunk personal driver because I would just be first of all like if it's a head-on collision then they're the one dying whatever, and second of all like I I would love for my personal driver to get pulled over by the police and like wouldn't that be hilarious?
Well, I feel like in terms of like have a personal drunk driver, have a thieving maid nanny, I feel like it'd be a lot easier to catch the maid and a lot less like destructive. Because if you're a person have a drunk personal driver and you're in the car, you might get wrecked compared to a thieving maid. If you have like cameras in your house, You could just be like, officer, this person stole my stuff, and they'll be like, okay, and then arrest her.
Well, it does say that you cannot fire them.
Ah! Wait, it doesn't say that you have to be in a car.
It says you have to use their services.
No, but it doesn't have to be a car. You can
Well,
ride.
what?
You can ride in a horse
What, you're
carriage.
gonna have them drive your fucking train? Like,
Yeah, it'd be way less damaging. Or like a horse carriage or something. A drunk guy could probably handle a couple of horses better than a car, you know? Because the thieving maid nanny, like, you'd have to deal with them all the time because it's your house. Compared to a drunk person or driver, you don't have to be in a car every day, right?
yeah, I think I would most certainly go with the driver. If it was picture day, would you rather wear only your underwear or a costume of your opposite gender? Oh no.
Definitely a costume of the opposite gender. Because if that'd be like a funny picture day prank. Compared to if you're in your underwear, you know, that's not nice.
Opposite gender. Like, yeah, I could still just wear a t-shirt. It's just happens to be a t-shirt that isn't intended to be for my gender. Like,
Also, if you're on picture day, remember the picture will only take a picture from like your shoulders up, so people will assume you're naked even if you had the underwear on.
if it's just your face and like shoulders, well, if it's a gray like costume, right? It's just gonna look like you're wearing a gray shirt. Sure, the photographer is gonna be really weirded out, but like whatever. Be your favorite video game character or be your favorite movie character.
Oh.
Um,
Well, I think this one's obvious. I'd rather be the favorite video game character because I don't want to be a favorite movie character. I don't know what that is, and I'm afraid that might screw me over.
I guess we gotta go with that one. Get stuck in an elevator on your own for 53 hours. Be the lone survivor of a bank hostage. The elevator.
Get stuck in the elevator. Like
Yeah.
I have my phone with me. Oh wow.
Also the elevator does not matter that much. I guess like it could be like traumatizing, the idea of like you wouldn't know it would be 53 hours.
Well, if you're
like,
claustrophobic, you'd probably choose the other one. But for me, it's like, okay, I could just sleep for 2 days, you know, or I have my phone with me. I could chill with my phone.
like it would be a little bit more. It would be a little bit worse if it was 53 hours of complete uncertainty if you're going to get rescued or not.
Well, if you say that, that's the same for the bank hostage situation. If you're the only lone survivor, you don't know if you're going to survive, you know? That would be
Yeah,
worse.
that's fair. I definitely would think it would be a lot less stressful to be in the elevator. There's people that could die if you pick the bank hostage that won't die if you pick the elevator.
If you had to be stuck with one for a year, would you rather have to give a graphic naked picture of yourself to anyone who asked for it or give up sex? Okay, well,
Mind either of these, honestly.
I don't know either of these, but I have the perfect comeback. I would definitely go with the first option because no one would ask me.
Yeah. I definitely feel like you could be screwed if like you were on some app and someone was like send nudes. You know,
and you're like, frick.
Whereas like this one, yeah, I'm not gonna fucking do that anyway. Like,
And sure,
I feel like very few of these would ever matter.
Let's say that picture that you have to give is a very, very bad quality picture, right?
Yeah, like 144p.
Yeah, then you're fine.
You fall into the arms of the love of your life. You will both. Hell no.
Yeah, and first of all, that doesn't imply that she will like you. That just means you're falling on top of someone.
Yeah, you like slipped on a banana peel while you happen to be near them. Like,
Yeah, that is so stupid.
Yeah, fuck that. You can have as much money as you want, but you have to work fast food for the rest of your life.
Okay. Hear me out. It says you have as much money as you want, right? It doesn't specify how often you have to work at the fast food place. So let's say you work like once a month or something, you know?
Yeah, I guess you could do that.
Yeah,
Yeah, I wouldn't mind working there once a month, but if it was like you have to work there every day, then I probably
but it
wouldn't push.
doesn't say that.
Yeah,
Press it. You will
you
save
save.
humanity from ultimate evil. You will never get the credit, and you would be blamed for the method you use for the rest of your life. Okay, I wouldn't press the buttons because I don't know what methods is, and I feel like it'd screw me over.
Yeah. Also, like, if you don't press the button, that just implies that the ultimate evil doesn't happen, right? So, like,
Wait,
you don't have to
wait,
save humanity from
whoa.
it.
But if you don't press the button, what if the ultimate evil just like destroys the world?
I mean,
Right?
I guess that's a possibility, but my imagination would be like, you will save the humanity from the ultimate evil, or just like, if you click "I will not," like the ultimate, you don't do that.
What
So
does it
either the
mean
ultimate
by
evil
like?
destroys it, or like there was no threat. It could be like one of those situations where you caused the problem and the whole time you just fix it, like Cloudy with the Chance of Meatballs.
What does it
Or like,
mean?
yeah, he was the reason that everything was getting fucked up in the first place, but then he saves everyone from it. So
Actually, I think I'd go for this. Do you know why?
why?
Because I save humanity from the ultimate evil. Sure, I never get the credit, but like, bruh, it's still pretty sick. And you would get blamed for the methods. I don't know. If I get blamed for the methods, I mean, who cares? Like, dude, you freaking did the methods bad, and I would be like, okay, sure.
Yeah,
What is a
whatever.
method? You know?
It definitely would be a story topper. Like if you're at the dinner with somebody and then they're just like, they tell like, oh, there's this time I fell out of a plane and I didn't use a parachute, and then you're like, boy, how about I tell you about when I saved humanity from the ultimate evil?
Oh, okay. How about this, right? Let's say you don't get credit for it, but you write a book about it and say it's fiction. So then you'd create the world's coolest book essentially because you saved humanity from like this ultimate evil, like let's say aliens or something, right?
I mean, it depends on your metods, though. What if your metods for saving humanity was just going up to them and saying, like, please don't kill me! I'm a little baby, please don't kill me!
Hey, that would
Oh,
still, to be fair, that would still be a really funny book.
no! Everything you say will come true. You will get the opposite of what you say. What?
Hey, I'm really sarcastic, so that'd work well for me.
I'll just be really sarcastic all the time.
But let's say you say hi to someone. That doesn't really hurt anything, right? That you'll get the opposite of what you say.
Mean anything. What,
So
would you get the word "bye" on a piece of paper?
does that mean like people interpret the opposite of what you say, or you'll get like if for example if I were to say give me -$30, I'll get $30.
Or like the thing where it's like you're going to somebody and they're like, "Oh, I bet you're gonna die today on the highway on your work." Then the opposite of that would be like having a safe drive to work. So
Yeah,
then
you're
they just have a safe drive to work. Like,
oh, like imagine like all the things you could do, like, haha, I won't have a device that will allow me to predict people's abilities and stuff, and then it just appears in your hand. Like this is pretty broken. Like if you like from us like if you could like create like train this ability so much to the point where you just automatically say the opposite thing you want, it would be pretty
like-
busted.
you're giving someone a like a pep up speech, and you're like, "Oh, break a leg," and then they get up there and like get like strong bone health or something.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'd press it because I feel like if you trained that ability well enough, you just become a god. You have the ability to create a link between your mind and someone else's, allowing you to know their deepest secrets. What? Whoever you create this link with will be able to know your thoughts as well.
no.
How? Wait. Actually, I mean, if it's someone like, I don't know. Yeah, why would you want to know what someone else is thinking anyway?
I mean,
Like, imagine if someone else is thinking, like, wow, this guy's a douchebag. And you're like, oh, frick!
You loser.
Like, you get this ability, and then you're like, oh boy, now I finally get to know what the cool kids think of me. And then you go up to them, and then he's like, wow, Jeffrey is such a fucking idiot. I hate everything he does. And then he just comes up to me, hi. And I'm like, hi.
Like, imagine, like, every time you walk into a room and you just hear them thinking, wow, this guy's here again, or something.
What would the best ability would be the ability to know what someone's thinking, but not actually. You just think you have that ability. What your ability actually is the ability to just have people's voices in your head that say you suck. So, like, you think you're reading people's minds, but then you just get the voice that's like, man, Jeffrey is so fucking annoying. I hate being around him all the time.
I was thinking, I just realized you have the ability to create a link between your mind and someone else's, right? So you can know their deepest secrets. Whoever created this link will be able to know your thoughts as well. Is that like an instantaneous thing where, like, as soon as you create the link, they'll immediately know everything you've thought, or they have to, like, crane in and be like, okay, let me start thinking about this person's thoughts, and then it happens. Because let's
also,
say
like,
this person doesn't know you.
What if someone, like, hacks the server and then, like, starts interpreting the information because it's not encrypted with cybersecurity?
Like, let's say you hack into the mind of freaking some famous actor, right? And then in your mind, you're getting all these cool things. And in their mind, they're just like, okay, this random guy I don't know the name of likes hentai. Like, okay.
No,
like,
no, yeah. Like, you would get a lot of info about some guy, some, like, person who doesn't know you, right?
Yeah.
And somebody who doesn't know you would just, like, start hearing, like, Jeffrey's not gay.
And also,
like, they would just think they were crazy.
And also, just because you have this ability doesn't mean you have to use it all the time. It's an ability you can create a link. So let's say you just never use it, then, might as well press it.
Yeah.
Because it might be really
it's better
useful.
to have the ability than to not.
Yeah,
right?
because you don't have to use it.